is, he'd like it.
Parents used to
But,
send all
he is, let's just say he's
that's
playing it
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the October 7th regular Salem City Council meeting. We will now come to order. We will have the invocation given by Mr. Don Quayles, and we will remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Our Father, which art in heaven, we're glad that we can call upon you. You tell us we can come to you through your precious Son. You know the needs of our city of Salem and these council members as they debate on business tonight. I pray that you give them wisdom and direction from above, and we'll trust you for all of this and give you thanks for it. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Quayles. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Mrs. Baer.
Present.
Ms. Bricker.
Present.
Mr. Gano.
Here.
Mr. Harrington.
Present.
Mr. Knoll.
Present.
Mr. Stockman.
Present.
Mr. Zellers.
Here.
No one is absent, so we'll move on to the approval of minutes. Everyone has received the minutes from our last meeting. Are there any additions, changes, or deletions? Hearing none, moving into petitions and remonstrances, we have none this evening. I don't believe we have any visitors either this time, so we'll move on to the report of city officials. Starting with Ms. Dickey.
Thank you. So first of all, we have had a request from Shepherd of the Valley to have a committee of the whole meeting, if you desire to do it that way, before the next meeting. They've requested if you would consider that, to discuss supporting a bond issue for them. It's very similar to what we did for the Salem Hospital a couple times in the past. It does not make us have any responsibility for repayment, but that's the system that they go through, and they would explain all that to you. And then they would like to have a short public hearing for people to talk about it after the committee of the whole meeting if you decide to pass it through to council, and then for council to consider it that evening. So that would be before the 21st. So I told them that I would announce it. I had sent out an email prior, but didn't get an answer on that. Also, we've been working very diligently on budgeting. We are almost finished. We are doing the final tabulations to see where we are with the first draft as far as our carryover and if it's something that we need to make cuts to, which probably we will. And then we will be ready to present it to council to look over before they have it to vote on it. You also have an ordinance before you this evening, which may look very familiar to you because you did vote it last time to pass with the emergency clause, and it's the Bureau of Motor Vehicles one. And when it's to adjust those fees that we had previously approved last year, and then it wasn't the right format. But now they won't accept it because it had the emergency clause. I know. So we have to do it again without the emergency clause. And that's all I have this evening. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them.
Any questions? Hearing none, moving on to Law Director Zellers.
Thank you, Mr. President. And following up to the mayor's point there, I believe that the model ordinance that they gave us actually had an emergency clause on it. So
I think you're right.
to now say we can't use that, whatever. So easy fix. Yeah, and the Shepherd of the Valley issue, I'm sure you've been all pretty well schooled in that, but that's a $100,000 or $100 million bond, basically, a situation that they're looking for. And it's a pass-through situation. We did it before with the hospital.
Conduit
Some of you
bond?
that remember it, yeah. So, you know, we won't have any liability on that. And I've been in contact with their bond counsel. We'll have some ordinances ready for that evening, or an ordinance ready that evening for you guys to consider as far as assisting them with that bond issue to help make that project happen. So I believe that, that their bond counsel, she will be here, and maybe one other person from their firm to answer any questions that night too. So That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for the law director? Hearing none, Auditor Salvino?
Thank you, Mr. President, members of council, administration. What you got in front of you is 9 months of data in, so we're 3/4 in, as of 9/30 of 2025 on tax receipts. Basically, 2025 to 2024 versus percent change, we're up 6.58% to last year at this time. And I just did a simple 3% estimate from now till the end of the year. So it could hit, it could not hit, but it's on or about. We're looking at on or about $8 million by the end of the year in collections. And that's pretty much all I have. If you have any questions about this sheet, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Talking to Andrew, and on the heels of Mayor Dickey's conversation about the budget, we'll be ready in, I would say, 2 weeks to present that then to finance. 2 weeks from today. And that's all I have, if anybody has any questions.
Any questions for the auditor? Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I do have one.
Oh.
Do you have this in Excel format? You can email?
Yeah, that's an exciting.
Hey, could you email when you get a chance?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on, Director Capizzello?
Thank you, Mr. President. I have no formal report this evening, but I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, a question from Brooke.
Joe, could I ask you a question?
Sure.
Have you set trick or treat yet?
Yes, sir.
I didn't see that. When is it?
October 31st,
Oh, you're gonna do it on
5 to 7.
the Friday night? Okay, because I didn't know football was gonna get in the way, so it will be
Well, playoffs.
Halloween, yeah, okay, Halloween night then.
Yes,
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks. Okay, trick or treat is on October 31st, 5 to 7. Thank you. Moving on to the report of standing committees, Finance Committee, Mr. Knoll?
Thank you, Mr. President. My committee has not met, but I will be scheduling a meeting for prior to the next regular council meeting to start the budget discussion.
Thank you. Moving on to Public Services Committee, Mr. Zellers?
Thank you, Mr. President. I have no report.
Thank you. Moving on to Residential, Mr. Harrington?
I have no report.
Thank you. Ms. Bear with Downtown Committee?
Mr. President, my committee has not met, but I did attend the most recent TABS meeting, and that's some of the supplemental information that you all have before you. It indicates the current TABS budget, the original request for the proposal that you see in ordinance form, to give you a little background.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And to those unaware, TABS is the Tourism Board.
Correct. Tourism Advisory Board, yes.
Thank you. Moving on to Rules and Ordinances, Mr. Stockman?
Thank you, Mr. President. My committee has not met, so I do not have a formal report.
Thank you. Ms. Bricker with Safety Committee?
Thank you, Mr. President. My committee did meet on September 18th. In presence were Jeff Stockman, Ron Zellers, Sarah Bear, Joe Capizzello, several members of the fire department, and myself. The purpose of the meeting was to review and discuss issues with the ambulance ordinance regarding ambulance response times and coordination between the fire department and the private ambulance companies. Chief Mason was not able to attend but submitted documents for review. Chief Mason suggested adopting a 5-minute on-scene requirement for ambulance companies. Research into the National Fire Protection Association standards was reviewed. First responders, firefighters, are expected to be on scene within 4 minutes for life-threatening emergencies such as heart attacks, strokes, gunshots. For less critical incidents, NFPA allows for up to 15 minutes. The committee members felt 5 minutes was unrealistic for private ambulance companies since they are called only after the fire department is dispatched. The current ordinance requires ambulances to arrive within 9 minutes 90% of the time. Fire personnel expressed that even 9 minutes is often exceeded due to delayed dispatching from private companies or because ambulances are stationed outside of Salem. Firefighters raised concern about waiting with patients, sometimes for 15 to 20 minutes or more before the ambulance arrives. Some felt the real issues lies within dispatch procedures and compliance, not the ordinance. Committee left the ordinance at 9 minutes. Fire personnel voiced frustration that they often must wait for private ambulances rather than transport patients themselves. The ordinance currently restricts fire personnel from transporting unless under certain emergency conditions. Discussion took place about expanding transporting authority and a second ambulance, but funding remains a major concern. The current ordinance also requires any ambulance service, public or private, receiving a direct emergency call in Salem to notify Salem Dispatch immediately, so SFD can also be dispatched. EMT ambulance personnel stated at a previous meeting with the Ambulance Review Board that they are not legally required to notify dispatch if a patient calls them directly. Fire personnel pointed out multiple cases where private ambulances failed to notify or delayed notification, creating safety risks and compliance violations. Example given, EMT responded to a cardiac arrest but did not notify SFD because they received the call directly. Council members questioned how to enforce the ambulance company to notify SFD when they are contacted directly or if they are out of the city. How do we get both companies working together versus against each other? The committee agreed no changes needed to be made to the ordinance at this time. Meeting adjourned at 7:10 p.m.
Thank you, Ms. Bricker. Moving on to economic development, Mr. Gano.
Thank you, Mr. President. My committee has not met, but I do need to get a meeting on the books here sometime, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. So I will talk to you, my committee, after.
Okay, thank you. Committee of the Whole, Mr. Knoll.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have the minutes from our previous Committee of the Whole meeting to read into record at this time. The Committee of the Whole met Tuesday, September 16th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Members present: Andrew Knoll, Jake Gano, Evan Newman, Ron Zellers, Jeff Stockman, Sarah Bear, Janie Bricker, and Jim Harrington. The Committee of the Whole was called to discuss the proposed economic development agreement between Perry Township and the City of Salem. Mr. Harrington questioned whether Perry Township or the City of Salem would control CRAs for businesses after annexation. Mr. Zellers explained once a property is annexed, the City of Salem holds authority over the CRA designations and property tax abatements. Perry Township's control would end upon an annexation. He explained Salem City Council votes on CRA agreements. The standard abatement is 15 years, 50% with school approval required for more generous abatements. Mr. Harrington also had concerns about lawsuits between Salem and Perry Township. Mr. Zeller stated this document is to prevent future lawsuits. Because they've agreed to give us control of the CRA, they understand that there are properties coming in that are going to be subject to that 50% loss of revenue. They're already operating under the same CRA situation right now. If a business was interested in coming to the township and not the city, the business would already be subject to it. But no business wants to go to the township because they don't have the services that they need to access the city: water, sewer, upgraded police, and fire. It's to their benefit regardless of CRA or not. Mr. Harrington questioned what happens 10 years down the road and we discover there's not enough revenue. Mr. Stockman stated we have to find more income such as taxes or levies. Mr. Harrington and Mr. Gano both agree it would not be sensible to enter into an agreement without having some understanding of the cost of the agreement. Mr. Gano feels that the numbers he reviewed showed the percentages don't work and we need to have a model of what we are anticipating. Mr. Gano stated that he 100% wants an annexation agreement with the township, but there is no reasoning put behind the numbers other than what was negotiated. Mr. Stockman stated we still have the ability to say no to annexations. This agreement paves the way for expansion to make it easier to expand. Mr. Zellers also stated the idea of the agreement is to eliminate third parties, such as the commissioners, from having any say in whether the annexation occurs. Mr. Harrington asked what would happen if the property taxes are eliminated. Mr. Zellers stated the agreement uses the term collected taxes deliberately. If a tax is abolished, there is nothing to split. Future taxes will require separate negotiation. Mr. Stockman stated that he was in agreement with Mr. Gano, but questioned how he came up with the numbers if we don't know who is going to develop the properties to raise the property taxes. Mr. Gano stated income taxes are #1 revenue, and if we anticipate as properties are annexed in, it's going to cost a certain amount. He wants to make sure we don't get into a situation where the city is struggling to pay bills. Mr. Newman suggested getting an economic development forecast from the Sod Center. Mr. Knoll will reach out to request a model for annexations. Another meeting will be scheduled after council receives information from Sod Center. Meeting adjourned at 6:55 p.m. I did reach out to the Sod Center, and I'm currently in a conversation with them. We're exchanging information, trying to get some stuff nailed down, but it's an ongoing process. And one more question I had is, so I assume I have the latest draft of the agreement. This is no longer cooperative economic development agreement?
No.
If I have
No.
mine with me.
So there are regulations for a CETA
Okay.
that are not the same as this agreement.
Okay. All right, I just wanted to make sure that's,
Yeah,
That
this
was
is
what I
just, an agreement between the two parties for ongoing annexations.
okay. I just wanted clarity, like I said, that's what it says at the top of mine. So that's no
We'll have
longer
to check
the
and see
case.
if that's on the most recent.
I don't have it with me.
I don't either.
I can't recall specifically if it does or doesn't.
Okay, and as I said, though, it's an ongoing process with the Sod Center, trying to get something together. And once I get more information, I will be scheduling another meeting. And that's all I have.
Mr. Zellers and then Mr. Stockman.
Mr. Knoll, would you be willing to schedule a committee of the whole meeting on the bond issue before council's next meeting?
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. I was speaking to this issue, but yes.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
So that committee of the whole meeting will be on October 21st, 6 PM. Mr. Stockman, did you have a question there?
No, sir, I apologize.
Thank you.
Is it at 6?
So, yeah, just one, so we also wanted to have a finance meeting that day, I think, for the budget. Is that correct? Right.
Well, do you want to do the finance committee that day or let them have a little bit of time to look at it? It's up to you.
When will be ready for a review? How about that?
Well, we're trying to have it ready for next week.
Oh, so,
I mean, we've got the final draft, we've got the preliminary draft done. I'm just waiting for the computation of figures with our carryover and where we would stand in relation to that, you know, expenses versus revenues projected. And then we'll do our final draft to get those lines close together.
14th or 15th for that?
So what we'll do is we'll schedule the committee of the whole meeting for the 21st. We know that's set in stone. Once I receive that budget from you, as far as the preliminary budget, then I'll reach out to the finance committee and we'll schedule something as soon as I get that in hand. Is that fair?
Is that at 6 then, Mr.?
Yes.
No?
Being the committee of the whole, yeah, that'll be 6 o'clock, October 21st.
And then there would be the public hearing.
So that will be followed by a public hearing at 6:45. So that'll be a 45-minute long meeting, followed by the public hearing.
I believe I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Knoll. Thank you for your questions, everyone. Moving on to the introductions of ordinances and resolutions. First up, we have the introduction of 251007-59 by Mr. Knoll.
So,
Just do a first reading.
okay. Did
We'll
we do
have
the first
to.
reading or is it?
Well, it had the emergency clause before and we passed it.
It can be passed without the emergency clause by statutory if you choose to, but we really don't even need this thing to be done until July of '26.
So it has to be submitted and accepted by July 1st of '26.
So we have a little bit of time if you want to give
Yeah.
it 3 separate readings, I mean.
Because they already turned us
have it.
down for this year.
But I think,
That's fine. I didn't know if this was technically the first reading since we had to remove the emergency clause.
and I can't remember when we got this to you, it might have been late, did you get it today? Because if so, you'd have to
Yes.
suspend council rules anyway, I imagine, to even introduce it.
There's no rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just so for clarity, I was just gonna do the first reading, but we still need to suspend statutory since
Yeah,
we
because I
received a
didn't get
new
it to you
copy.
guys in time after
Okay.
we found out about the change.
Okay. So I'd like to make a motion to waive committee, remove, let me start over. I'd like to make a motion to waive council rules this evening, so ordinance 251007-59 may be introduced.
Thank you, Mr. Knoll. Do I have a second? Mr. Stockman? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Mrs. Bear?
Yes.
Ms. Bricker?
Yes.
Mr. Gano?
Yes.
Mr. Harrington?
Yes.
Mr. Knoll?
Yes.
Mr. Stockman?
Yes.
Mr. Zellers?
Yeah.
Thank you. There's council rules.
Yep.
Council rules have been suspended. Mr. Knoll?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the clerk read by title only ordinance 251007-59 for its first reading this evening.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, will you please read the ordinance?
Being an ordinance to replace ordinance number 250916-57, levying a motor vehicle license tax as authorized by the Ohio Revised Code for the city of Salem and Columbiana and Mahoning counties.
Thank you. Moving on to the introduction of 251007-60 by Mr. Gano.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd ask we suspend council rules, so resolution 251007-60 may be introduced this evening.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Ms. Bricker?
Mrs. Bear?
Yes.
Ms. Bricker?
Yes.
Mr. Gano?
Yes.
Mr. Harrington?
Yes.
Mr. Knoll?
Yes.
Mr. Stockman?
Yes.
Mr. Zellers?
Yes.
Thank you. Councilman Gano, moving on to statutory.
Yep, I'd ask that we suspend statutory rules, so the resolution dash 60 can have all three readings this evening.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Mr. Knoll?
Mrs. Bear?
Yes.
Ms. Bricker?
Yes.
Mr. Gano?
Yes.
Mr. Harrington?
Yes.
Mr. Knoll?
Yes.
Mr. Stockman?
Yes.
Mr. Zellers?
Yes.
Mr. Gano?
Thank you, Mr. President. I would ask the clerk read by title only, resolution dash 60, for passage with the emergency clause this evening.
Madam Clerk, will you please read the ordinance?
Being a resolution authorizing the Salem Tourism Board to expend $10,840 from the Municipal Lodging Tax Fund to pay for the use of the Sustainable Opportunity Development Center for the production and printing of video material used to market the city of Salem to new businesses of all sizes and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Any discussion? Questions? Hearing none, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Gano?
Yes.
Mr. Harrington?
Yes.
Mr. Knoll?
Yes.
Mr. Zellers?
Yes.
Mr. Stockman?
Yes.
Mrs. Bricker?
Yes.
Mrs. Bear?
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on to pleasure of council, Mr. Knoll,
Thank you, Mr. President. I have nothing this evening.
Mr. Gano,
I have nothing either. Thank you.
Mr. Harrington,
I have nothing.
Mr. Stockman,
Thank you, Mr. President. I do not have anything tonight.
Ms. Bricker.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to congratulate Sarah on becoming a grandparent.
Wait, again?
Mr. Zellers,
Thank you, Mr. President. I have nothing.
Ms. Bear.
Mr. Newman, I would just like to say that on behalf of my husband and myself, we are delighted to welcome our brand-new baby grandson. He was born last week on the 2nd. His name is Mason Lawrence Bear, and he is an absolute delight.
Congratulations. Before we adjourn, I do just want to make one announcement about our next meeting. I did circulate an email. We will not meet on November 4th, Tuesday, November 4th, because of election. The election taking place here. We will meet on Wednesday, November 5th, due to that working out best for everybody at 7 p.m. That is all I have. Thank you all for being here. Meeting is adjourned.
Was there a finance meeting? I would like to come to that.